Hi, I'm John Schol, the Bishop for the United Methodist Church here in the Greater New Jersey Conference. I want to thank you today for engaging in a Future with Hope mission campaign. This is an important campaign that is going to be touching many, many lives as we work to bring relief and recovery to people who have been impacted by Sandy, help to end malaria, and do mission right in your community. I'm so grateful that your church has been involved. One of the things that I've been asked to do is to share about my commitment, about the commitment that Beverly and I are making to this campaign. It's out of the model of 1 Chronicles 29. I shared that commitment at our annual conference session this past May, and I want to share it again here with you today. May God bless you all as you enter into this campaign.
When Beverly and I came to the Greater New Jersey Conference, we recognized right away that this was a special conference and God was doing great ministry here in the Greater New Jersey area. And we knew that our leadership was going to have to be important, particularly after Superstorm Sandy hit. And I'll never forget when Beverly began to come home after visiting churches and visiting people and telling me about the stories that she heard and that she experienced and that she saw. I could see how much this deeply impacted her and how much it deeply affected her. And then I've also seen Beverly in Zimbabwe standing on bales of bed nets with hundreds of people before her, teaching them how to use bed nets and reaching out and not only sharing bed nets with people, but just learning more about the people of Zimbabwe and who they were and some of their experiences and what they were going through. And so when it was announced that we would be having a campaign here, or possibly having a campaign here in our conference, and we were presented with the 1 Chronicles 29 model and our sharing, Beverly was the first to step up and say, I want to give part of my salary to this campaign. And I knew that she wanted to do this because of what she has seen and experienced in Zimbabwe and what she had seen and experienced along the coast. So Beverly was very gracious in what she was willing to give out of her salary. So that kind of challenged me to begin to look at my own self and what I might do. And so Beverly and I buy a new car every 5 years. So we keep a car 10 years, and when it reaches 10 years, we buy a new car. Well, we're getting ready to pay off Beverly's car because we take 5 years to pay it off. My car is now 10 years old, and it's time for me to buy a new car. But I'm going to step out in faith and not buy a new car this fall when her car is paid off, and we're going to put that money toward this mission fund campaign. And then I began to think about some other things. You know, maybe next year I won't take my salary increase, but I'll give that to this campaign. And you know, Beverly's not of the age yet, but I'm of the age where putting money away for pension doesn't mean as much as when we were 25 and putting money away for pension. And so I'm not going to put as much money away in my pension fund over the next 3 years and use that also to help in this capital campaign. Well, it's amazing what begins to happen when you begin to look at all of these different things in your life and begin to say, you know, what if we didn't do this? Or what if we did this differently? What would begin to happen? And so we would write these figures down and add them up and look at this and look at that. And we were greatly surprised when we came to the place of what we were going to share, that it totaled $53,000. So over the next 3 years, Beverly and I will be making a one-time gift and then a pledge, or we've already made our pledge, that we will be sharing $53,000 toward this campaign. Now, I also want to say this. Beverly and I support the local church, and we continue our tithe to local churches. This gift that we're giving will not diminish our tithing that we already do to the local church. Our first commitment as clergy and laity is to the local church. That is the primary place of mission and ministry. This campaign should in no way diminish your gifts to your local congregations. That we want those gifts to be your first gifts, the first fruits that you give. And that this campaign will invite you to look at what you can do. As it was said yesterday, we're not looking for equal gifts. We're looking for equal sacrifice. What is it that you can begin to do in your life differently over these next 3 years to make a difference so that we begin to restore homes along the coast, so that we work together to end malaria in Africa, and so that we work together in our communities for particular mission projects? Beverly and I have been blessed over the years, but we know that this is a time when God needs our best. And there are times in our lives when God needs our best. I believe this is one of those times for the Greater New Jersey Conference. So I'm grateful for Beverly, who really spurred me on to begin to look at other things. And I wish that you all had the opportunity to go to Africa and to see what's happening as you give out bed nets and what happens in villages. Or go to the coast, just as Jim talked about, and meet with people and hear their stories. You too would be moved to give generously. We can't get you all there, and so you're going to need to trust others who tell the story and what God is doing. Thank you, Beverly.